Prepare for the 4 skeletons of apocalypse. Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Minecraft with me, MGS-Man. Once again, as you can see, this is my Snapshot world, and yes, unfortunately it's raining. One thing, I don't know if it's me, it seems to be raining a lot. Oh, oops, sorry about that slight blip there. No, I mean it's raining a lot. Like, it's not just sort of raining, it's, I don't know, that doesn't seem to be an update. Hold on, let's just minimise that so that I can look at this stuff. On the Mojang site, this is Snapshot 15w38a. Clong, clong, chung, clong. Those are the sounds of skeletons just before they shoot you. Notable changes. Clong, clunk, no. I think that's a reference to skeletal horses. More optimizations and more bug fixes. Further improvements to general mob AI. Taught skeletons how to multitask. I'll get to that in a moment. Made all pet ocelots and wolves' deaths to be announced to their owners, not just named ones. So, if you've tamed an ocelot or a wolf, and it dies, it will be announced regardless if you've named it or not. Thunder and lightning is 0.02% more scary. Don't know. I think that's to say that there's like sort of a chance of a skeletal horse actually spawning when it strikes. You know. So clunk, clonk, twang, thud. Yeah. Now, if we take a look, sorry to just like leave a bit of a blank. Oh, and it suddenly stopped raining. Yeah, the rain seems to have been more. You know what I mean? Normally the rains or the rain, it isn't, I don't know, as dense, if you know what I mean. Let me just pause it a moment because there's something I want to do just before I carry on. Right now, if I can just read off a few of these things. Right, let's see. Shift clicking combined shields and banners moves the whole banner. Oh no. Right, yeah. A crash when crafting an empty shield with a banner. That was what I was talking about last time. For some reason the game would crash. I don't know if that's been fixed actually. Let me just see. Issues fixed. Apparently no. Blah 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 blah. No, those are things. Right, so things that have been... Oh, hang on a minute. 24 issues fixed. Oh, right, so that has been fixed. Right. Okay, so let's go back to the room. You might be wondering why I've got this chorus through. Now, if you remember, I think it was in the last one, the update was when you eat one of these, before you would teleport up to 32 blocks away, which is literally like the length of a chunk. But now if I eat one, oh, I'll just teleport to there. And if I eat another one, yeah, you're not teleported very far away. Now they have literally cut it by to a quarter, not by a quarter, but to a quarter. Or I suppose you could say they've cut it by 3/4. Right, let's go in here. The reason I've got beetroot I will explain in a moment. What I've done, I've given myself some rather funky armour with like lots of protection and stuff and a good sword and whatever. Because of this being called the Skeletal update, and that will become clear in a moment. So, Oh, do I try it? I don't know, because I don't really want to crash the game while I'm recording, because it will it will break the recording, if you know what I mean. I won't be able to. It will break the file, the recorded file. So yeah, I'm not going to try that. You can try it if you want. Apparently, it has been fixed. Where apparently. Oh yeah, villagers don't pick up beetroots or beetroot seeds. Beetroot farming was non-sustainable. I think that's fixed. If the wiki is to be believed. Excessive banners, monsters see you through walls. Yeah, that was a thing. That's a thing apparently. Right, now, according to this, players and mobs can fall through extending, retracting pistons. Hitboxes for some blocks are broken. Server GUI text box is empty. Well, that's where. Block collision box issues. Mobs glitch through blocks and more. No large red mushrooms in mushroom biomes 1.8 to onwards. Oh. Hopper splitting items into minecart with chests next to each other. Too many banners items will become invisible after 6 to 7 chests. Right, crash, indexated bound exception. Retracting blocks don't move, bounce onto minecarts, accept items from hopper 2 blocks above. Anyway, there's that. Now, they've added a statistic. Right, yeah, that was a thing. They have added a new statistic. Times slept in a bed. Okay, times played or time played. Mobs, animals, fish caught, treasure, talk to traders, interactions with brewing stand, droppers, dispensers, note blocks. Oh, there it is, right at the bottom. Times slept in a bed. Obviously it's going to be 0 because it's only just been added. And so, yeah. But there we go, we got a new statistic, how many times you have slept. Well, or at least slept in a bed. More specifically. Right, hold on, let me mobs, further improvements to general mob AI. Now then, skeletons can now walk, strafe and shoot at the same time. Yeah, that is now a thing. So let me just go. No, what's the thing? Is it time set? 0 is like back to normal. So what would we be doing? Would we be able to go like that or something? No. It must be at least 0.
2 hours later.
So if we set it to like 15,000. Yeah, night time, there we go. That'll do, that's pretty much the start of night. Okay, so I really don't know the values of stuff like that because I don't generally do things like that. Okay, skeletons can now walk, strafe and shoot at the same time. Now let me just run on my game mode. See, let us go over here where it's a nice bit of a playing field sort of thing. This little bit here. Okay. And boop. Oh. Well. Okay. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. It's not letting me spawn skeletons. Skeletons walk away from players when too close to the player, and towards the player when too far. Oh, could that be why I couldn't spawn in them? Because it would be too close and they like walk away. Okay. Skeletons have new idle sounds. Now can spawn along with skeletal horses during a thunderstorm. That's a thing. I think that was why, I think it was Jeb, he tweeted something about prepare for more deaths or something like that. I don't know if it's because... Is it because I've set the time and I've used some kind of creative mode stuff that mobs aren't spawning? I'm in survival mode. Okay. Spawned skeletons along with skeletal horses always have at least a bow and an iron helmet. Ooh. So, iron helmets have these chances to have these enchants based on 12 skeletal riders. Oh wow, so they can have some percentage chance of having some kind of enchantment with the iron helmet that they wear. Bows have these chances to have these enchants based on 12 skeletal riders. So bows have an 8.3 chance of spawning with unbreaking, 91.3% chance of spawning with power 1. Also, you've actually got more chance of getting a power 1 bow from a skeleton now. Lightning. Skeleton horses may spawn from natural lightning strikes. Skeleton horses may spawn from natural lightning strikes. Chance depends on regional difficulty. Ah. Okay, so if your regional difficulty is 3.75 to 7.5 chance on easy, then a skeleton... No, I've said that wrong, haven't I? If your regional difficulty is 3.75 to 7.5 on easy, that's how much percent chance there is of a skeleton spawn. I still haven't said that right, have I? Anyway, a 7.5 to 20% chance on normal, or... Oh, stupid chicken. An 11.25 chance to 33.75 chance on hard. So, yeah, you got an up to 20% chance of a skeletal horse spawning in a thunderstorm from a lightning strike. On normal. When a player gets near, a lightning bolt strikes them and they turn into 3 skeletal horses. What? What? When a player gets near, a lightning bolt strikes them. Oh, strikes the horse. This would be strike the skeletal horse, right. When a player gets near, a lightning bolt strikes a skeletal horse. And they turn into 3 skeletal horses when in easy difficulty, 4 in normal or difficulty or higher, each ridden by a skeleton with an enchanted iron helmet and bow. So, yeah, if you're on normal or hard difficulty, prepare for the 4 skeletons of apocalypse. Can be activated using the NBT tag Skeleton Trap 1B. Horses. Skeletal horses that are spawned from a thunderstorm can now be ridden in survival by putting a saddle on them if you kill the skeleton riding it instead of the horse itself. So, basically, if you kill the skeleton that's riding the skeletal horse, you can tame that skeletal horse to keep as your own. And, yeah. Right, yeah. Deaths are announced for ocelots and wolves, regardless of whether they are named or not. Villagers will now pick up and plant beetroot seeds. That's what I was... well, actually, I don't know why I picked up the beetroot, because you've probably seen the beetroot before. It's like... It's that thing. You can... Oh, well, I was going to say you can actually eat them. You can if you're hungry enough, obviously. Let's see if I can run off a bit of energy to be able to eat the beat. Yes, there's a reason why skeletons wouldn't spawn. Because I'm on peaceful mode. Oh, for God's sake. You know, sometimes my stupidity even surprises myself. Yeah, even I'm sometimes surprised by my own stupidity when... Oh my... Right. Give me a sec. Let's just read the rest of this because there's not much anyway. Villagers will now pick up and plant beetroot seeds. Will now pick up beetroot and use it in the same way as they do carrots and potatoes. Crops. Slightly improved chances for seeds. Well, I thought there would have been anyway, but you know, slightly improved drop chances for potatoes and carrots. Well, I would have thought so because, I mean, obviously you need to replant them and regrow. Greatly improved drop chances for beetroot seeds, which before, I think I mentioned, no. There's that village which is miles away, I'm not going to go to now, but at that village, when I harvested the beetroot, it didn't give me enough seeds to replant them. So, and the last one, fire goes out less often in the rain. Chance of going out is 0 to 45% depending on the age property. Okay. Right, okay. Yeah. Well, difficulty, peaceful. This is why skeletons are not going to spawn. Well, where are we? The local difficulty is only 0.95. Day 0. What? Oh, duh, of course, because it's a new update. Yes. Oh, you plonker. I want to see if he'll do the strafe and shoot thing. Oh, there it oh, and it bounces off the shield. Yes, well, there we go. Let's go and oh wow, look at that, he's actually moving and shooting. Wow. Ha ha ha. Yep, that, oh. Well, didn't he actually have my shield up there, but it's still sort of deflected. It still deflected the arrow. Oh, hello! Wakey, wakey! Right, so, yeah. I think that will do. That was... that's all that there is about this update. It's mainly about the skeletons. Literally, it's like they now, as you saw, like, you know, move around while they fire, which makes them that bit more dangerous. So that's the end of this episode. I will thank you very much for watching, and if you've enjoyed it, then please give it a like, and if you'd like to see more updates, then please subscribe and you'll be notified when I upload them. But for now, I shall bid you adieu and say goodbye.